Hi, this is Santiago Zapata, and today is the launch day of NovaMundi. This is my second stream. Sorry about being a little bit late. We were finishing the first stream where we did like um, the official clicking the button to transition from early access to full release. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to also do this stream to share a little bit about the project and the journey that we have taken to get NovaMundi to where we are now. If you have any questions about the project, please feel free to ask in the chat. Um, so yeah, today we had four different events, right? First one was a live stream by Hirbi Kosh, Twitch streamer. It went pretty well. I'm going to actually share that a little bit. Um, he was able to play the game and for over 3 hours. So and he almost managed to complete the run. So and he didn't have any like blocking issues or anything like that. So I believe that's something that you always fear when you are working on a game and releasing a game. So yeah, that's something that we are relieved to see, right? Like to see that the game is enjoyable, to see that the people is playing the game. We still haven't seen the numbers of people getting the game or new players, um, but still the fact that the game is completely enjoyable and it's not broken is something good already for us. Actually didn't have anything scripted for this stream, so I just wanted to answer any questions that anybody may have about the game and just yeah let the people know that the game is out. Actually, we just had a stream in Spanish where three members of the team were able to join and share a little bit about their history and their journey in the development of the project. Um, that was a little bit more informative. I'm not sure if they are going to be able to join for this second stream, uh, but you can go and check it in the YouTube channel. I guess there's auto translation available in case you want to get a peek of their experiences in the project and also see that moment in time where we attempted to do it live, to migrate or to transition to full release live, and we got an error from Steam. I guess that happens sometimes. I'm just going to go ahead and while more people connect, I'm going to just play a little bit and discuss a little bit about what the game is. So Nova Mundi is an exploration game where you lead a group of indigenous people in the 15th century, 16th, sorry, century, and it's very hard to classify NovaMundi in a genre because it grabs elements from a lot of different genres, including roguelikes, RTS games, RPGs, strategy games. So yeah, I think the best way to describe NovaMundi is just playing it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and keeping an eye on the chat in case anyone has any questions. And yeah, so the first thing to notice is that the game is played in runs. So every run, the game is generated procedurally, and your goal in NovaMundi is to unite the people in this land against an invader that is on his way to come here. So you have a limited time to do this because with every passing day, it gets more and more dangerous. Um, I let me actually. I'm going to try and put the sound after this battle. So the combat is real time with pause, so you can pause at any time to give orders to your units. And for the combat, well, you have to consider several different things. So you need to consider the equipment that you have and who you are going to attack to see the armor that he has, for instance. So, for instance, this guy is a warrior, a Gecha warrior, and he's got a stun axe which has slashing attack type. So that's effective against padded armor, which is the things that they are wearing, cotton tunics. So it's a good idea for him to attack them. Actually, this is just like a first fight, which is more like a tutorial, so you get a hang of how combat works. I'm going to go ahead and activate the audio. This is the loot from the battles. So yeah, just 1 second. I'm not sure if I'm sharing audio. I'm going to double check that. If it's too loud, please let me know. It probably is too loud. Okay, so you should be hearing the audio now. So yeah, your mission in NovaMundi is to explore these lands, and every time you get to a town, you need to convince the leader of that town to join this alliance. So the first thing we gotta do is talk with Agua Kane, which is the chieftain of this town, and we're going to ask him for guidance. So he's gonna tell us to go to Swamox and to talk with the leader of Swamox, and he's going to be able to tell us what to do about this situation. So in NovaMundi, you gotta recruit units into your party. The way that you do that is using reputation points. So you gain them on battles or by doing discoveries, and then you can expend them by recruiting people, which is what we just did. And then we're going to trade a little bit. So we're going to, oh, sorry, we're going to go back to talk to Aguaken and ask him to give us the tejuelos, which is kind of some gold pieces that we can use to trade. And we're going to buy some corn. That's a lot of corn. We don't need all that. And some bandages. No, he did not like it. So yeah, the bartering system is depending on who you're trading with, he has different valuations for things. So you can see the valuation here in the left corner, left down corner, lower left corner of each item. So for example, Monkira really appreciates the snail conches. So we can take advantage of that and trade that for something that is equally valuable for him. And yeah, that's how it works. So we're going to get some food and also some items. So the way that this works is in order to get them to join the alliance, they are going to ask for things. And if you know in advance what they want, well, then you can prepare in advance, right, to get the items that they're going to ask you. But I'm playing like from a blank canvas here, so I will pretend that I don't know what the chiefs are going to ask me for. And I think what what we're going to do is we're going to go to the first town, which is called Suamox. We'll see what we find. Oh, so we were pretty lucky, or at least that seems initially, because it was generated pretty close to Garagoa. So we're going to try to go there. There's a big lake here. So this is the kind of things that you can find in NovaMundi. In theory, we are super close to Swamox. However, we cannot like just go across this lake. So we're going to go all the way around and hope that there is not like a mountain or a big forest or something blocking the way. Fortunately for us, it seems like we are safe. Yeah, it's going to be an easy journey to Swamox. It's not always like that, and you will see that in some other gameplays. Sometimes this can take like a full game day to get here. We're going to talk to Nompanim, and he's gonna give us the mission to unite the Muisca. And by the way, I am skipping very quickly through all the dialogues, but it's really interesting if you want to talk with all the persons in town, they both give you interesting information about the culture, but also some side quests that if you complete, they're gonna give you an edge on the game with special items. For example, Pausage gives us a quest to find a stone in a river, a special stone, and then she will give us a special robe, which is very valuable. We're going to recruit some more people here. Let's get an archer and we don't have enough reputation points, so we cannot do that. In order to get reputation points, we need to make discoveries or help people like Pausage. So we can see the missions here. The first mission that we have, besides all the missions to unite the 6 Muisca towns, is to visit the river near Swamos and look for the shiny stone. So since Swamos was so close in this run, I'm going to just do that at least, complete that first mission. So there's a lake here, so there's likely a river somewhere near this lake, like falling into this lake. As you explore the land, you can also find these huts or these small towns which don't have walls, and they are just small towns that you can convince to get into your side. In this case, they are giving us some supplies, so we're going to take all these and a Tumbaga bracelet, which is very valuable in a lot of parts. They also can be very useful to know to ask about what is nearby. So in this case, they told us that Turmeke is nearby. So let's take advantage of that and give a quick visit to Turmeke. Actually, music is facing out. Okay, so this time Turmeke was generated near a swamp. We're going to make camp because as we walk, we get tired. So we're going to rest for 6 hours, and we should be pretty close to Turmeke. Night time. While at night the line of sight is very limited, and furthermore we have heavy mist today. But we were lucky and we managed to find Turmeke. And just to give you an example, this is the chieftain of Turmeke, Rurmeketiva. And let's ask him to his name. So he tells us a little bit about himself. You can see that there's also some words that are spoken in the Muisca language, and you can get a translation by hovering over them. We tell him about the invaders, and he is very like if we don't ask him for unite, well, he's not going to care a lot. But we ask him for unite, and he wants a gift for the Lord of Turmeke, which is, let's ask him what's the tamsa that he wants. 5 furs of each animal. Okay, and he's gonna give us some supplies, a getcha and some more supplies. So yeah, some valuables. And we can check here and see the mission. So we have a mission to obtain 5 deer skin and 5 bear skin and bring them to Rurmeketiva. So yeah, that's just a little bit of how NovaMundi works. Every time you play, the map is different, the locations are in some other places, and you have to find the best way to get between each location, the quickest, the safest way, so that you can complete the game quicker. Because every time, as time passes, you start seeing like more dangerous enemies popping up, and then initially they are mainly bandits or members of other indigenous groups, but then you start seeing like these ones. But then you start seeing Spanish and stronger enemies, and so yeah, that is why you need to complete your mission very quickly. I just wanted to share that, a little bit of the gameplay, but more importantly that we are now full release on Steam. So if you haven't acquired the game, please feel free to do so. We have a 10% discount, and I hope you can enjoy the game as much as we enjoyed developing it. Thank you for checking the stream, and I will see you soon.